New Orleans is a city that doesn't just wake up, it rises like jazz. Slow, smooth, and a little mysterious. The air is thick, the streets are alive, and the city hums with something you can't quite explain. Some call it haunted, others call it magic. But one thing's for sure, once you set foot here, you'll never forget it. This isn't just a list of things to do. It's a journey into the rhythm, the flavor, the soul of New Orleans. And if you stick with me, I'll tell you why they really call it the Big Easy, and why it's not what you think. We begin in the oldest and wildest part of town, the French Quarter. You don't walk through here, you glide. Gas lamps flicker even in daylight. Musicians wail on corners like it's their last chance to be heard. Founded in 1718, it's older than America, and it feels it. Not in a bad way, but like a ghost that refuses to leave, and doesn't need to. Bourbon Street is the obvious stop. Loud, chaotic, a constant party. But the real magic is found in the cracks, a quiet courtyard garden behind an old iron gate, or a second-story jazz bar you only notice when you hear a trumpet solo floating down. Jackson Square, Royal Street, Pirates Alley. This city loves a ghost story, and if you believe even half of them, there are more spirits here than tourists. One of the most famous? Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop Bar, dimly lit, built in the 1700s, and allegedly home to the ghost of pirate Jean Lafitte himself. Order a drink and see if the piano plays on its own. But it's not just the bars. Take a nighttime ghost tour. You'll hear stories of haunted convents, cursed hotels, and the infamous LaLaurie Mansion, where real horrors once unfolded behind a beautiful facade. You haven't done New Orleans until you've eaten until you can't move. This city invented flavor. Cajun, Creole, Soul, French, Caribbean. It's a gumbo of cultures, and yes, the food is that good. Gumbo, jambalaya, beignets, char-grilled oysters. Don't count calories here, count memories. Jazz wasn't just born here, it still lives here. It pours out of open windows, rises from back alleys, and explodes onto stages like fire. Hit Frenchman Street at night. It's less touristy than Bourbon. And every bar has live music so good it'll stop you in your tracks. Or step into Preservation Hall, where the walls are cracked, the ceilings are low, and the music? Timeless. No mics, no gimmicks, just raw talent. It's not just jazz either. Funk, brass, blues, bounce. New Orleans invented its own rules, and the city still refuses to follow anyone else's. Need a break from the chaos? Hop on a bright red streetcar and ride through the Garden District. Past towering oaks, ancient mansions, and front porches that seem frozen in time. Stop at Lafayette Cemetery No. 1, one of the city's famous above-ground cemeteries. They're beautiful, eerie, and surprisingly peaceful. Wander through City Park. It's bigger than Central Park, home to mossy oaks, hidden lagoons, and a sculpture garden that feels like a dream sequence. Don't be surprised if you lose track of time. Want something wild? Take a swamp tour just outside the city. Think airboats, gators, and bayou legends passed down like gospel. Or explore the lesser-known side of New Orleans, the spiritual one. Voodoo isn't about curses. It's a real religion, rooted in history and misunderstood for centuries. Visit the Voodoo Museum or leave an offering at the tomb of Marie Laveau, the city's most legendary practitioner. Just be respectful. They say she still listens. And then there's Mardi Gras. But let me be clear, it's not just a party. It's parades planned for months, handmade costumes passed down for generations, and wild traditions that make no sense, and don't have to. Each crew has its own story, its own rules, its own secrets. Some throw beads, others throw coconuts. Some just throw chaos. If you've never been, add it to your bucket list. If you have, you probably still don't understand it. That's kind of the point. So why do they call it the Big Easy? Some say it's because life here moves slow. Others say it's a jazz reference. One old story claims it was a nickname from a 70s crime reporter who said getting gigs in New Orleans was, well, easy. But honestly, it doesn't matter, because when you're here, the name feels right. Nothing's in a rush. Everything's in rhythm. And the only rule is to let go. If New Orleans is on your list, go, don't wait. And if it's not on your list, change the list. Hit that like button if you felt the magic, subscribe for more offbeat travel guides, and let me know in the comments. What's your favorite New Orleans memory? Or, what do you want it to be?